pretty much what the quest is telling us. Yes, we want to continue. Actually, I'm not sure if we want to continue. We'll see. I'm actually incredibly nervous about this. This should be the top floor. Oh god. What are those? What? Oh no. Oh my god. People with wings. So some of Paradise's monsters were left here, were they? Oh, the music. Oh my god. I'll take on the front line. You and your team pummel the big guys. You really think we're going to trust you? Well, you won't be able to take on such a large group of them by yourself. It will be wise to join forces. I think we should take Guy's word on this one. I agree. Whatever, let's get him. Are you sure? Oh, I'm kind of nervous about this. And I'm sure... if we use our skills carefully... I just wish I would move, you know? Okay, there's a ton of damage that we can actually avoid. Okay, so they're kind of... okay. They're kind of sensitive, I believe, to magic damage? Maybe not to this one in particular. But Heine should really do a better job at helping me out with this. Sorry if I'm being, like, unnaturally quiet. I also just want to damage it so badly. I don't know if it's sensitive to water. It doesn't really look like it. Okay, we're fine. So far, so good. This boss fight is actually not that hard. I just need to move away from the damage. Very kind of me. It is boss time. It is, and I'm sorry that I'm a little quiet, but I'm actually trying very hard to not die, because if I do happen to die, I will be punished as hell. I already wasted so many resources and so many orbs in desperate attempts. To beat this boss, and I need to beat it because I'm out of money. Like, I can't pay for this shit. Like, the boss is, like, actually ridiculous when it comes to that. Okay, we made it. We made it. It turns out I just needed enough money. Oh, okay. We made it. I need coffee. That was my second attempt though, so it wasn't that bad. Sometimes it happens that I waste like 4 or 5 attempts and a ton of money for resources and stuff. This was actually pretty good. That was close. I couldn't allow any of you to die. Not a single life should go to waste. Like, the bosses are so exciting. Honestly, they just remind you of just an RPG, especially JRPG, not a farm sim or anything like that. The bosses are so exciting. That's rich coming from you. Oh, definitely. Doesn't seem to be getting through to you that I'm a different personality now, does it? Anyway, there shouldn't be any more obstacles from now on. I don't understand how he's a different personality. We already killed him. Excuse me, Supervisor of Paradise, could you read the data on that terminal for me, please? We might cause a bug in the ethical circuit if we try and read it. I might end up like my old personality again as well. What? Sure. I'm so confused. Is that what ruined your old personality? I believe it played a part. Anyway, why did you bring us here? What has this place got to do with us? You people can't be free from the world either. How do you think your world was created? I'll show you. The data have finished loading. Paradise Journal, The Race to Heaven. It says it's a storytelling program that describes paradise on Earth from start to finish. Well then, Arya, let's start by clearing up one pivotal misunderstanding. Which misunderstanding? Your theory is that you experienced some kind of time disaster while you were investigating the Red Queen and time traveled to an earlier period. Is that correct? Yes. Well, Supervisor, could you tell us what time we're in according to the Paradise Journal? Result. It is approximately 57,600,000 accumulated standard time. Whatever that means. That is the year AD 4108 when converted to the human calendar. Huh? Arya, what time period were you living in? It was AD 2078. But hold on, that doesn't disprove my theory. That could just mean that the pod was a time machine, and I came into the distant future instead. That would explain why everything is in such disrepair now. That theory would be viable if the pod was a time machine. The pod was... What if her pod was like cryo? If the time actually went past, if she didn't jump. That has no such function. It does not travel through time. How can you be sure of that? Because it was we who designed the pod. In the end, time travel was never possible through human science, and humans forbade us from researching it. It was one of 3 major thought regulations we could not break. Why would humans forbid that? What exactly are your kind capable of? I'm sorry, what? How did I end up in the past then? 20... Oh, she went in the past, not to the future. Oh, I got it wrong. Yeah, of course. I got caught in a time disaster, didn't I? That's the flaw in your theory. There's no such thing as a time machine. There was no time disaster either. I'm so confused. You never time traveled, Arya. You're not a person from the future who has come back to the past. What? What does that mean? But rather a person from the past who has just moved forward in time in a linear fashion. I don't understand. What? But how? What about V's time? What is that then? I'm so confused. It's simple. You didn't travel through time. You traveled through space. That only leaves one answer. The star we are all on right now, and the one where there is Sea Slide and the Castle of Illusion, are two different planets. Damn! Okay. This planet is Los Gaia. It is the Earth, where humans originated, and which they abandoned during what was then called the Common Era. It has been 2,000 years since humanity left. This is a historical fact. It cannot be reversed. Humanity since suspended its research into time. Time can only travel from the past into the future. What has happened cannot be reversed, and history cannot be rewritten to suit anyone. Arya, the world you lived in was lost 2,000 years ago. But I thought that she actually returned to the past. Oh, well, on their planet, I guess, it happened 2,000 years ago. But how did she stay alive? What? These time travel things always confuse me. Huh? But what? Wait, I don't understand. You're saying that the time I lived in was 2,000 years ago, and right now is 2,000 years later. I thought that where she came was the past. Exactly. You haven't time traveled. You're not a person from the future who has traveled back in time. If anything, you came from the past. So basically the planet that we were on is not the past, but it's just a different space where technology is less developed, in a way. So she thought it was the past, but it's actually future. But wait, then does that mean that Arya is 2,000 years old? Yeah, exactly. That's ridiculous. People can't live that long. That is correct. As your cells divide repeatedly, the telomeres will wear and die out after 100 years at most. That is the human lifespan. So that is why we were built, to ensure that humanity survives on into the future. Built. What does that mean? We, Seth, who you call omens, are a model of high-level artificial intelligence. In other words, we are a form of intelligence that was built by humans that surpasses human intellect. You're an artificial life, like Heine's machine. No, I don't think that has anything to do with that. Like those giant puppets we saw in the Divine Sea Slide Cave and Phantasmagoria. Those are fairly antiquated models, but yes, they're along the same lines. It's kind of reminiscent of Nier, how automata, like how in automata, like the androids were also built by humans. It feels like the Seth are kind of similar in that fashion. This can't be true. It is true, Arya Leventhal. We are the latest generation of high-level artificial intelligence that your kind created by their own design, although we are far more high-spec than the ones from your time period. The people of Los Gaia entrusted us with the preservation of humankind. Yeah, this is exactly like Nier, isn't it? It's pretty much a similar plot in a different genre of the game, so that more people could experience it. It is also documented in a Paradise Journal. In order to attain the continuation of the species, humanity, which was on the verge of extinction, outsourced most of its intellectual and scientific development to artificial intelligence. They thought that AI would be able to figure out a better way to preserve humanity with their superior intelligence. So they decided to outsource one of their most basic biological functions to the Seth, the continuation of species? They outsourced our continuation to AI. I can't believe it. Would humans come to such a decision? Like, how? How would that be possible? The Paradise Journal is unequivocally accurate. It is logged with AAA protection or AAA protection to prevent tampering. But wait, does that mean it was your kind who kept me alive all this time? That is correct. So then, you should be able to answer this too. What happened to everyone else? You're right, I could answer that. And you have the right to know, so I intend to tell you. You don't have any objections to that, do you, Dianthus? No, let's invite them to the Orbital Cradle. Orbital Cradle? I feel like I've heard of that somewhere before. You should understand all of our plans when you get there. What? Let's go then. Yeah, whatever. Let's go. Leave Lost Guy and go back to the original planet, then head to the Castle of Illusion.